Hey guys, this is Rurouni K95 here, and it is time for a movie review for this holiday season once again, because I wanted to do another Christmas movie review, which we haven't thought of doing before as well. Well, why not? Because here is another Christmas movie that I wanted to do a movie review for the very first time, which is something that I haven't thought of. Maybe I should have done last year. Well, I was busy with doing other things as well. Well, you get the point, though. We're going to be doing a brand new movie review for this holiday season. And this time, we're going to be doing a perfect movie for a good movie review for a change as well. Today, I have another treat for you for this holiday season. For today's movie review is we're going to be doing a review on A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story was released on November 18th, 1983. Well, why not? Because we're going to be doing like a perfect movie review for this movie, starting with this for today's holiday season as well. Well, this movie is directed by Bob Clark. The movie stars Melinda Dillon, Darren McGavin, Peter Billingsley, Zach Ward, as well as the rest on the others in the cast as well, in A Christmas Story as well. Yeah, this was based on the novel In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash by Gene Shepard. Yeah, because this movie is definitely based on the book as well. Although I haven't thought of until now. Well, why not? We're going to be doing a movie review on A Christmas Story for the first time, because this movie takes place in the setting in Indiana as well. Yeah. Well, why not? Because we're going to be doing a review on this movie for the very first time. Yeah, and the narration is done by Gene Shepard, who is the narrator for A Christmas Story in this movie as well, from what I understand as well. Because we're going to be doing a movie review for a change as well. So without any further ado, which is right here and right now, this is A Christmas Story. So this movie takes place in... The story tells about how it's setting in 1940s Indiana. It's when Ralphie Parker was dreamed about how he wanted to get the Red Ryder BB gun, which he wanted for Christmas. Especially what he was daydreaming about when he saw it on the window at Higbee's corner window as well, of how the story progresses, as well as we driven off to the daydream when he was at the table, though, when Ralphie's mother told him what does he want for Christmas, though, but he couldn't figure out something until he beaked out saying he wanted the official Red Ryder BB gun, but his mother told him that it'll shoot his eye out. Yeah, that's how it was until Ralphie's mother prepared him and his brother for school, including of how his friends as well. Yeah, Ralphie and Randy went to school, though, along with Ralphie's friends, the smart-ass ones, as well. Well, yeah, that's how they weren't pulling off a prank stunt at Miss Shields in school with those fake teeth, though, until they were confiscated, until they were outside about how Schwartz was forcing Flick to stick his tongue onto that frozen flagpole at the school, though, until his tongue got stuck onto a frozen flagpole, until the bell rang when the others went to class. They had to call the fire department how to get his tongue off of the flagpole. So they wanted to write a theme of how it got Ralphie's attention, of what he wants for Christmas. So it's up to him. Until when they come home from school, they ran into a couple of bullies, which are Grover Dill and Scott Farkas as well, which is basically how the ravelous names of the victims, if they're either a bully, his minion, or on one of those names that are the ravelous innocent victims in this movie. until Ralphie came home, so he had some serious work until his father comes home with how he has the telegram that he won his major award, so he has to fight off the Bumpus Hounds from barging into the house as well as dinner comes around, about how Randy was refusing to eat his dinner as well. But that wasn't long, how this happened around dinner time. But that wasn't long until he got the delivery of Ralphie's father's major award, which is the leg lamp, like this one on the shirt right here, from what I understand as well. And that's how things is going quite well, of how he was wanted to know how he's gotten busy, of how he wanted to get the Red Ryder BB gun when he was at Christmas until at school especially. And then when the evening comes, Ralphie's parents had to get a Christmas tree. That's how, because December rolls on, how it goes in this movie. It's going pretty well for them until they had a flat tire after getting a Christmas tree, and Ralphie said the word fudge. When in the narration said he didn't say fudge because he thought it was the F word, the F dash 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 word, especially until because Ralphie got in trouble because he thought he said profanity, but he said fudge, which is an opposition of the word of the F bomb, until he has a bar of soap in his mouth as a punishment, though, because his mother explained Ralphie where did he learn that the word from, and he blurted out Schwartz. He said it was Schwartz might have done that. Yeah, that's how Schwartz got in trouble after Ralphie called Schwartz's mother on the phone, because Ralphie learns that profanity. I learned that from him. Yeah. And then that's how he had a daydream, though, about he saying it was soap poisoning, of how the blaming of their guilt as well. When Ralphie figured out how he finished his letter, though, about the note where he wanted for Christmas, when he wanted to get the Red Ryder BB gun, though, when he came home from school, he got something received from the Little Orphan Annie secret code society thing, including his decoder pen, when he has to write down something, how he heard from the commercial on the radio, especially when it's written, "Be sure to drink your Ovaltine." But that wasn't long until they were having red cabbage for dinner. Ever since Ralphie has to write down, "Be sure to drink your Ovaltine" on the paper, with his decoder pen in the bathroom, though. And that's how dinner comes around, and then things just going quite well for how this happens in A Christmas Story for this movie, how it progresses as well. But that wasn't long when how Ralphie's father heard a ruckus going on when Ralphie's mother was watering her plant, but she broke the leg lamp because it sets him off, because it was the jealousy how it happens, because he says he won, but Ralphie's mother says she thought the leg lamp was the ugliest lamp that she's ever seen in her life, because it was out. Because he knew that she used all the glue on purpose for no reason, until he has to tape up the leg lamp as a repair. But when he wants to put the lampshade on top of the leg lamp, but it was broken into pieces. So he buried it out. He went outside of how his shattered major award. So he buried it next to the garage in the backyard until the next day comes at school. Ralphie and his friend Randy and his friends were walking to school of how they wanted to get for Christmas. Like when Schwartz says that he wanted to get his father for Christmas, he said a rose that squirts. Oh, until Scut Farkus and Grover Dill followed them, but Ralphie wanted to go to focus on his school as well, and now Schwartz was the victim to Scut Farkus and Grover Dill when making him say uncle in a bullying way until this things just happening well in class, which is going well for Ralphie until he got a C+ grade on his paper of what he wants for Christmas when he wanted the Red Ryder BB gun, and it said, "You'll shoot your eye out" on it, because Ralphie's mother must have gone to Miss Shields of how there's no any explanation of how this goes as well, from what I understand as well. After school comes by, Ralphie wants to go home. He wanted to know if he could still manage to get the Red Ryder BB gun until Scut Farkus threw a snowball at Ralphie of how, and that's how Scut Farkus starts bullying Ralphie until Ralphie snaps, and then he starts beating the crap out of Scut Farkus of how he has let his anger out for what Scut Farkus did to Ralphie in the past days as well. And then everyone watched Ralphie beating up Scut Farkus until after Ralphie dropped his glasses, though. And that's how he was basically wanting to expect he could manage to get his revenge out on Scut Farkus as well. And then, on the other hand, Ralphie's mother came and she had to stop the fighting, though, without any explanation, so he had to cool down after he finally beaten up Scut Farkus as well, until he hears the car rolling, because Ralphie left his glasses by the stand where on the radio is. And that's how dinner comes by after Ralphie. His father asks him, did he start all the fight? But then his mother says that they're all no boys are as well. The nightfall has come, and especially for something what happened for monumental for Ralphie knew about the Scut Farkus affair, which it all has got to Ralphie, which is pushed out of his mind about he still wanted to get the Red Ryder BB gun, but his mother always got him trapped. So instead, it is up to Ralphie if he could ask Santa that he wanted the Red Ryder BB gun, so his mother might have slipped up until the Christmas parade comes. So after they watch the parade of how this goes in downtown Holman, right where Higbee's is at that area, and then they went into Higbee of how he can manage to see Santa, but especially in the line, because the line was taking forever in there, because the line begins at how it was going, and then, which is almost not a good way for the line, how it takes forever for Ralphie and Randy, how it has got for them if they wanted to see Santa as well. Of course, it's taken forever until 8:50 has passed by before 9 o'clock happens, before the Higbee's store closes on closing time as well. So, especially when Ralphie wants to see Santa, though, if Ralphie wanted a football for Christmas, but so puts him on the slippery slide thing, but Ralphie has to blur out that he wants the official Red Ryder BB gun, but Santa said to Ralphie that he'll shoot his eye out. Of course he did. First, it was Ralphie's mother, then Miss Shields, now it's Santa. Especially of how the Red Ryder BB gun would shoot Ralphie's eye out as well. And then he down the slide. So pushed him down the slide. Well, it was going on for that until Ralphie and his Randy and his parents went home afterwards as well. After they set up the tree, though, they had to got their Christmas decorations up on the tree started as well until the next morning comes on Christmas morning comes and it's Christmas morning. Ralphie knew that Santa Claus had come, especially of how he saw the presents under the tree. So they got these Christmas gifts of what they got as what Ralphie and Randy got. So Ralphie has to test. The worst gift he got was the pink bunny with suit with slippers on it as well, because Ralphie's mother thought it was good for him, but his father disagrees, so it made him look like a pink nightmare as well. That wasn't long. There's always next year for Ralphie. That's all the gifts that he would have got for that. But that wasn't long until he finally got the Red Ryder BB gun, which is a miracle for Ralphie as well. And that's how he wanted to test out the BB gun, but that wasn't until he shot his eye out, because it all has got to him. Because the BB gun pellet might have shot through the thing, and it went back to Ralphie's eye, because it might have hurt as well. But he couldn't know if he could find his glasses, but he stepped on the glasses. That's how it was around dinner time. But the dinner was ruined by the neighbor's dogs, which are the Bumpus Hounds, because they destroyed the turkey dinner as well for what those Bumpus Hounds did, until they managed to go out to eat, which they're opened on Christmas morning, which is the Chinese restaurant. And that's how you end this movie, of how Ralphie has been dreaming about how the Christmas gift that he has ever received, which is the most right with the world for Ralphie has for those hip shots. So that's the story on A Christmas Story, though. Because the story was great. I thought it was well written, though. Very creative, especially for a traditional Christmas movie. The story is great. We all know the characters that are introduced in there. Especially, there's lots of characters. They're introduced in A Christmas Story from the looks as how it goes as well. Accordingly. And then, the sound was good, though. The music on there was a little Christmassy, though, because there's some Christmas music playing that you hear on Ralphie's parents' radio that you hear in every part of the movie. Like, there's traditional Christmas music on there as well. The enjoyment, if you haven't start with a Christmas movie to start with by every holiday season, by starting with a movie for a change, though, this is the one that you might start with for this holiday season, though, accordingly. Because this movie is the one you want to start with. Because I know this is like a traditional Christmas classic, though, from the looks as well. Especially for a movie like A Christmas Story, however. Especially, if you want to watch a traditional Christmas classic, watch this. I highly recommend, if you have it on DVD or Blu-ray, especially for a traditional Christmas movie like A Christmas Story. Overall, what I think of the movie, I really enjoyed it, because I have been watching this movie lots and lots of times, though, from what I understand as well. Come to think of it, this is the first time I wanted to have my overall enjoyments for the movie like A Christmas Story. I never knew that this was basically becoming a classic. And this movie is a lot better than A Christmas Story 2, which is a horrible sequel failure, which is nothing like the original Christmas Story. If you want to watch something better, this is the one you want to start with as well. And my score for the movie, a 5 out of 5. This is a good movie to watch for this holiday season, though. Yeah, that's all I have. What I got for this movie I wanted to review, though. Come to think of it, A Christmas Story is one of those movies that I haven't done a movie review until now. Even though I have been reviewing a lot of my previous movie reviews in the past, this is the movie you wanted to start reviewing that'll definitely take the cake, though. Of course, I'm going to do like a good movie review, like A Christmas Story for the first time. Some may like it, some don't. That's just how it is. If you want to watch this, give this a watch, because this is a traditional Christmas classic favorite, though. Yeah, because I never knew that this is they've aired this movie on TBS on the Christmas Story Hour Marathon every Christmas Eve, though. But thank God I got this on DVD, though, because I think I found this DVD in the garage, though. Even though I used to have this on VHS, but ever since the DVD is in storage, and back when I got this on VHS back in 2008, the tape was damaged, though. But thank God I found the DVD, so I had to watch this on DVD, though. I was like, thank God I had to watch this movie on DVD. So, this is a Christmas classic favorite, though. If you want to watch something for this holiday season, give it a watch, because I highly recommend A Christmas Story. So that's going to be it for my movie review on A Christmas Story for today, you guys. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this movie. So, this got to a point, though. This is the first time I wanted to do a movie review on A Christmas Story for the first time, though. Well, why not? Because this is a perfect movie to watch for this holiday season, that's why. Hope to subscribe for content on my Anime Planet, link in the description down below. Share this video on your Twitter, Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account and all of social media, smack the like button if you enjoy this video. Feel free to leave in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new to my channel as a newcomer. Smack the notifications bell button. Be sure to leave in the comments section below of what do you think of A Christmas Story. Let me know in the comments section below as well. It's gotten to a point, there's only 2 weeks left before Christmas, though, because I wanted to do a movie review like A Christmas Story for the first time, though. That's why. This is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Hope you have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos.